Welcome to episode number 19 of Minnesota Twins Custom Franchise Series, and today we are playing Game 5 of the ALCS. First elimination game I might have said in a previous video, sort of. It's the first elimination game of the ALCS, as we got shut out 5-0 in Game 1, which you guys saw when I posted it. I forgot when I posted it, but it was like a week ago or something. I can't remember exactly when I posted it, but it was like a week ago. Pineda got absolutely shelled. Babe Ruth won. I simmed that game. This game, well, we ended up coming back. At 2 in the 9th, 1 in the 10th. I was simming that game, but then it helped me into a critical situation. We ended up in runners in the corners, 2 outs, and then we ended up in, I think, 2 singles, 2 outs, and we ended up winning the game. Actually, was that in 10 innings? No. There was runners in the corners, 2 outs. We already scored 1. It was 4-3. I tied the game, and then we won in the 10th. I forgot how we won it. Did we have like a home run or something? Vinny J had a home run. Not all sure how, but yeah, Jones got the win. Chad Jones. And then we won 8-5. I did quick manage that game as we ended up winning 8-5. Got 3 in the 7th to win the game. And now we're in Game 5, which they have Martin Perez. Yes, we still have him in real life. I didn't realize he's on the Red Sox, but I started this last year, so that's why he's still on the Twins. Same for Pineda. Well, Pineda's still on the Twins. He just suspended still. He was, I think, PIDs, I think. I'm not sure, I think for like 40 more games, for like half the season. No, I forgot, 60 games, so for like 30 games, just half of the season, or just over half. And then they have Michael Pineda over Game 6. I might put him out for Game 6. Maybe, I doubt, not Game 1 of the World Series, that's for sure. No. I'm not sure when Game 6 of the ALCS will be if we lose Game 5. Hopefully sometime, I think Friday. Friday will be Game 6 of the ALCS or Game 1 of the World Series. And yeah, I might put Pineda out there if it does do a Game 6 of the ALCS, but I won't put him out there, most likely not. If for Game 1 of the World Series. I probably won't for Game 2 put him out there for the World Series. I'll probably put him out there for Game 2. No. I might sim that game, but I'll be back to Pineda or something. Or I might quick manage. But at some point, I'm probably not put Pineda out there. Probably for Game 6 of the ALCS if we lose Game 5 of the ALCS, but most likely not for Game 1 of the World Series if we win Game 5. Which I am doing Game 4 at the mention on Game 3, obviously, because I was on a sim it, and then quick entertainment is a critical situation with the target field in Game 1 and 2, obviously, at Fenway Park. Here we go. Today's game, we're the only game today, so the other World Series next episode you'll find out if we're on by the Cardinals or the Reds. The Cardinals are up 3-2, and if we play the Cardinals, it's a rematch of the 1987 World Series. So here we go, 8:05 Eastern. Let's do it. The Twins are the gold controller and the Red Sox are the blue controller. Here we go. So I'm not sure who that is because everyone's saying it. That might be well, that's Bonus for the Red Sox, Rodeo for the Red Sox, and that might be Vinny J. It's a right-hander, so it's, you don't, yeah, we're gonna play at the Metronome, so what's that? Herbert H. Hunter Metronome holds 46,564, open in 1982. Presentation of broadcast teams out, shifting quick counts. I don't know why it's that bright. I don't know if this camera is like that. But yeah. That put Pineda probably for Game 6 if we lose this game. But if we win this game, it's probably gonna be Babe Ruth for Game 1 of the World Series. Maybe Pineda for Game 2, but I'm probably not sim that game. But it might automatically put me for Pineda because if I skip him, it should put him back to Pineda. The computer might automatically start him, I think. The time that the rotation kind of is messed up if I don't go in order. They might start someone that doesn't have full energy or almost full energy, but yeah. Yeah, he'll probably start for Game 6 if we lose this game, but if we win, it's only Babe Ruth for Game 1 probably. which will be on camera, obviously. It really does. A lefty versus lefty, and 98 versus 78. And Babe Ruth's not ready. I mean, he only has like just over half energy, so whoops, sorry about that. As let's say everyone, these top guys, well, I mean, and Dad batted 2 for 10, Dash C batted 1 for 7, I think. I'm not sure. Well, he has 1 RBI. I think he's 1 for 7. And then Dash, Tony, I missed him. I believe he's like 2 for 7 or something, 3 for 7. He does have a home run though, so yeah, I'm just gonna leave everyone as it is. And then over here, the Niners, they have Martin Maldonado, Michael Chavis, Ty Fry, Bobby Miller, and Oscar Hernandez. Didn't the Indians in my postseason series have Oscar Hernandez? Must be a different one. That's, I don't know. But yeah, I think I'm gonna... Yeah, Jericho was the first baseman with the Cardinals and the Minnesota Twins. Mark Shotto continued franchise. I sure does now. Do they have anyone else better in center field? Yeah, they didn't have a person that played center field. No. Yeah, I just want to leave it as so. No changes for either lineup. I'm the play-by-play sports fan. Here we go. Martin Perez got the no decision, and I don't know what game he started, but all I know he went 7 6 hits, no runs, no earned runs, no loss, no strikeouts, and no losses. They were getting better than us. We are here at the Herbert H. Hunter Metrodome in downtown Minneapolis for Game 5 of the 2020 ALCS between the Boston Red Sox and the Minnesota Twins. Yeah. Hi there, everybody. Vinny J here, 342-1890. Welcome to our special posting coverage of baseball here on the show. If the Twins win, they move on to the win the AL pennant for the 10th straight year, and move on to the World Series to play the Cardinals, or the Reds. The Red Sox won 5-0 in Game 1, Twins won 9-2 in Game 2, Twins won 5-4 in Game 3, and 8-5 in Game 4, and the Twins lead 3-1, and 1 away from the World Series, from winning the AL pennant for the 10th straight year. And they'll play the Cardinals or the Reds. They'll play the Cardinals or the Reds in the World Series if they made it there. The playoffs are in full swing. The lineup's the first pitch coming up next. The postseason is in full swing. Lineup's the first pitch coming up next. Martin Perez, 1 star in the postseason. No record. No ERA, 7 innings, 6 hits, 0.86 whip. 0.86 whip, no walks, no strikeouts. And yeah, that's that. Here comes Bodarts. Is where 2-seam basketball, circle change, 4-seam basketball, curveball, and a slider for Martin Perez. We're on your way here in Day 5. That's a ground ball. Back to Perez. What a play! 1 down on the start of the ball game. No, that's a good play, but that happens so much here in the game. Well, it doesn't happen that much, but it does happen often. Here's the starting lineup for the Boston Red Sox. Xander Bogaerts, Andrew Benintendi, J.D. Martinez as a DH, Mookie Betts, Jed Jerko, Rafael Devers, Dustin Pedroia, Sandy Leone, and Jabby Bailey Jr. And Devers apparently does not have a hit during the postseason yet. And remember, this is the 2nd round, so he didn't have any hits in the ALDS, or he has no hits in the ALDS and no hits so far in the ALCS. Here's Benintendi. That's a ground ball charging is Jack Thornton. Throw is in time, 2 down. As I said the playoffs are in full swing, but I was supposed to say the postseason is in full swing, but playoffs and postseason, same thing. Postseason sounds more, because technically preseason before the season and postseason after the season, so it's better to say preseason, regular season, and postseason. Well, in baseball, they call it the preseason spring training. Here we go. 2-1 count. That's a little tapper. It's only a tough play. And over. That could have been a base hit if it got over Perez. He'd have to shift down to the left and infield outfield. 1-2-3 to the Red Sox. Twins coming to the bat. No score here in Game 5. Chris Sale, 2 starts in the postseason. Got a win in the ALDS. I think game 1 of the ALDS, and got the win in game 1 of the ALCS. 2.35 ER, 15 1/3 innings, 11 hits, 0.85 WHIP, 2 losses, and 10 strikeouts. So they got the win at the Indians in game 1 of the ALDS, and got the win in game 1 of the, or not the win in game 1 of the ALDS against the Indians, and they got the win in game 1 of the ALCS against these Twins. Here we go. 2-1 count to Luke. That's foul ball. And if you're wondering why it doesn't have like this year's, like it had a different ALCS and logo than in my postseason, it's because it started last year. That's why it doesn't have the one that they'll use this year when the season concludes. I assume they'll use after the season concludes. I assume they will, because why is it in the game? 2-2 count. That's a ground ball to Pedroia. One center base and ground out to the other, 1 down. Which you never say that. They only say shortstop to shortstop. I actually said it sometimes. Here's the starting line for the Minnesota Twins. Luke, Matthew, Jack Thornton, Star Forcer, Gabriel Jr., Mr. Casey, Vinny J, Snake Biter, and Andy Pullman. Yeah, they're all 19. Everyone on the team's 19. 2-2 down. That's the ground ball. 2-4-3 grounds, time at the bottom of the first. 2 down. And here's the postseason bracket. You can see the Twins won 3 to 1 here in the ALCS. So the Twins are at 3 to 1 in the ALCS, and the Cardinals are at 3 to 2 in the NLCS. Game 6 is tomorrow night in the game. Here we go, 1-1 count. That's a ground ball to Giorgio. Both teams go 1-2-3 in the first inning. We're through 1 in game 5. The score is 0-0. Yeah, so the Twins are at 3 to 1 in the ALCS, and the Cardinals are at 3 to 2 in the NLCS. Game 6 of that series is tomorrow night in Cincinnati. That's a line drive right to Matthew. 1 down. That was probably only a double, but then shift on the left in the left to the left in the infield and outfield. Here's the Twins defense. Star Forcer, Snake Biter, Matthew in the outfield, Vinny J, Luke, Jack Thornton, Artie Pullman in the infield, and Mr. Casey behind the plate, and obviously Martin Perez on the mound. Here we go. Here's Jed Giorgio. 2-1 count. That's a ground ball. Pass Perez right to Luke. Throw to Vinny J. 2 down. No base runners for either team, and no hits for either team so far. And here comes Rafael Devers. He's only over 3. That's so. And I think that's in the series. In the series, he's 0-3, and in the postseason, he's over. So they haven't had in the postseason yet. He's 0-3 in this series. That's a line drive. Charging a Snake Biter. Like the Gazelle Test in our center field. 2 down, or that's the end. We go to the score, 0-0. Here we go. No base runners or no hits for either team so far. Here's Star Forcer. 1 down. That's a ground ball. Go to first is in time. 1 down. And here's the defense for the Boston Red Sox. Andrew Benintendi, Chadley Bailey Jr., Mookie Betts, who's still in the Red Sox in this role, and he also won a Gold Glove last year. In the outfield, Jed Giorgio won a Gold Glove last year. Justin Pedroia, who also won a Gold Glove last year. Tanner Bonus, our outfield, Devers in the infield, and Samuel Leon behind us, and obviously Chris Sale on the mound. Stephen Baber Jr. batting .219 here in the postseason. 3-2 count. That's a ground ball base hit. First hit for the team and first hit for the Twins. First hit and first base runner for your team, and first hit and first base runner for the Twins. Here we go. 2-2 count. That's all tap, or will it stay fair? That is a foul ball. Sounds really weird. Anyway, 2-2 count, and that is low and a little bit inside. Vinny J on deck. 3-2 count. That's a ground ball. That is fair! A single for Mr. Casey, and Saber Jr. will stay at center base. 2 runners on, 1 out for the Twins. 2 runners on, 1 out for Vinny J. 1 run down, and that is on the bottom of the zone, a ball. As the Raleigh Tower, they're waving here at the Herbert H. Hunter Metro in downtown Minneapolis. 2 on count. That's a lunge. It is caught! But the runner would it back. That was really weird. And then St. Batter 2 for 26 with 1 home run, 7 RBIs. He had the walk-off solo homer in the bottom of 10th in game 2 of the ALCS against the Astros. 1 on count, and that is in there 1-2. Here the umpire this time for game 5 of the 2020 ALCS. Beyond the plate, Dave Lawrence. They open that left outside corner, especially the lefties apparently. 100% full. 50 degrees outside. Clear skies outside, and then no wind obviously inside. Here's the umpire sign for game 5 of the 2020 ALCS. Beyond the plate, Dave Lawrence. At first base, Ricky Holiday. At center base, Dale Parker. And at third base, Matthew Ross. So yeah, here we go. 1-2 down to Snake Biter, and that's a fly ball. Betts under it, and he makes the catch in and over. And the Twins get 2 runs and leave 2 runners, or the Twins get 2 hits and leave 2 runners. We're through 2 in game 5. The score is 0-0. Remember, the Red Sox have the best record in the American League and the whole majors. Twins, well, second best record in the American League and the whole majors. I mean, Red Sox at 115 wins, the Twins at 114 wins. On count. That's a normal pass. Perez in the center field. First hit and first base runner for the Red Sox. And here comes Leon. And 3:33 here in the postseason. 1 on count. That's it on that to be 2. Vinny J. Jack Thornton. Perez. Or back to Vinny J. Double play. He only has 3 speed Leons. It's a 3-6-3 double play. 2 down. Here comes Jabby Bailey Jr. 5 for 22 in the series. 1 on count. Swing and miss, huh? Circle change below the zone. 1-2 to JBJ. That's a tapper over the head of Perez, and it's botched by Jack Thornton. I think they would probably call that a hit, though. No, error? That's a tough error. A lot, like 80% of the time you see that. So they're all slap Jack Thornton with the E6. It's a tough error, though. Because 9 times out of 10, they call that a hit. Yeah, they do. 9 times out of 10, they call that a hit. 2 count. That's a ground ball loot. Goes to Jack Thornton at center, and then it's over. And the 2-out error by Jack Thornton. The 2-out error by Jack Thornton not come back to haunt the Twins. Middle of 3 to score 0-0. Here comes 3-2 count to Audie Pone, top of the order to follow. At the normal off a sail! And no chance to do that first, as that was really bizarre. And with that play over, our attention turns to Chris Sale on the mound. As the catcher goes out there, the manager and trainer will stay in the first base dugout. That's where the road team's dugout is at the Metrodome. Obviously, the home team's dugout, third base dugout. Here we go. 1 on count to Luke. That's a line ground off of the glove of Jerko. Got him. That was really bizarre. No challenge, he's out. Here comes Matthew, ground out in the first. That was off of the glove of Jerko, and then the underhand flipped it to Sale, and still got the speedy Luke. That's a ground. That is through the hole. Around third is pulling. Throw home by Betts, and it's got him. What a throw by Betts. 2 down. What a throw by Betts to cut down Audie Pone at the plate. Here comes Jack Thornton, runner at first, 2 outs. 1-2 count. That's a line jump caught by Jerko. And it's over. Then to a great throw at Betts. The score remains 0-0. Here comes Ben Attende. We only have 1 hit through 3 innings. Still tied at 0. That's a little short fly, shallow fly ball. I'd like it as they'll catch, but Star Forcer in left field. 1 down. Here comes JD Martinez. The DH. Usually doesn't really play the field last year. No DH. That's a ground ball. It is pissed. They don't even Jack Thornton. And Martinez is on. He's 1 for 2 in the game. That's a Red Sox second hit. Here comes Betts. Line down in the second. 1 count. That's a run. That should be run ball. That should be 2. Lou. Jack Thornton. Vinny J. Double play. That rhymes. Middle of 4. Storman 0-0. Here's Star Force at 4-5-6 up for the Twins in the bottom of the 4th. 45th pitch down on Sale. That's a launcher. That's a base hit. It's cut off by Betts, so Star Forcer will stay at first base. Anton David Jr. Sindel and his last at bat. That should be 2. Devers. Pedroia Jerko double play. On the double plays. Here comes Mr. Casey Sindel in the second. And yeah, Barry Jr. Sindel in the second, by the way, too. Here we go. 50th pitch coming from Sale. That's all Tapper fielded by Leon in front of the plane. Throw to first, and Mr. Casey beats out that little Tapper. Infield Sindel and continues. For Vinny J, who lined down the second. 1 down. That's a ground ball fielded by Jerko. Gonna throw it to Sale in and over. 1-4 in game 5. The Storm is the Red Sox 0 and the Twins 0. No stall. Here comes Jed Jerko. 3-1 headers count. That's a ground ball. That is up the middle, base hit. Playoff man for the Red Sox on top of the 5th. There we go. Here comes Devers. 3-1 count. That's it. That should be Ramon. That should be 2. Jack Thornton. Lou. Vinny J. Double play. Another one. 2 down. That probably was on the top spit sheet comparison. Sorry about that. 2-1 count. That's a ground ball. Went by the Red Sox base. The race on double play. And now with a dead pitch by Vinny J. Halfway home here in game 5. The score is 0-0. Here we go, as we're in the second half of the game. Still no score. 1-1 pitch to Snake Fighter. That's a ground ball. And 1 down. Here comes Artie Cohen. 1 for 1 in the game, 2 for 8 with 2 RBIs in the series. 2 down. That's a ground ball. 3-6 the ground ball. 2 down. Not that much scoring. I mean, it's when Twins blew 6 for 20 with 2 doubles and 2 RBIs in the series. But he's over 2 with 2 grounds in the game. 60th pitch coming from Sale. That's a ground ball. That is fielded by Jerko. No, we're through 5 in game 5. The Storm made the Red Sox 0 and the Twins 0. Here comes Samuel Young. 45th pitch coming. What a play! Got him! What a play! What a play by Lou to keep the leadoff man off base. And here comes Jelly Belly Jr. reached on a error by Jack Thornton and last at bat. That's a ground ball. Behind the center base man. Throw to first in and over. I mean, not in and over. That's 2 down, not 3. 2 down. And then Bogarts. 3 for 20 with a home run, 2 RBIs in the series. Over 2 with 2 groundouts in the game. 2-2 pitch. That's a line drive at it. Pass it, Ivan Luke. Going for the 9-3. Safe. Bogarts beats it out. 53rd pitch coming from Perez. That's a ground ball short in the inning. Middle 5. That's thrown in 0-0. Alright, and they won the ALCS. Twins won 1-0. Then the RBS ended by Benny J in the second and the third. Here we go. One on town. That's a ground ball. Row to first. One down. That was Matthew. Grounded out. And then Jet throwing over to the line out and a ground out. It's a major pitcher duel between Chris Sale and Martin Perez. Or a pitcher duel between Martin Perez and Chris Sale. That's a little tapper. Come on, flip by Pedroia. Good glove flip by Pedroia. I believe you saw it before the tuner died. Here comes Star Forcer. 1-2 in the game. 3-2 count of Star Forcer. That's a ground ball to Pedroia. 1-6. The score remains 0-0. And this is just we're in the official bat third today. No runs or 6 innings. 55th. And that is going to be in the left center field. 55th pitch coming from Perez is a line drive, perfect in the left center field. I believe there hasn't been no extra base hits in the game by either team. And here comes Betts. And we got one on count. That's the draw. That could be 2. Perez, Jet Thornton, Benny J, another one. Another double play. 2 down. And then Judger does 6 or 17 with a home run or RBI in the series. 1-2 with a single in the 5th, which was the last at bat in the game. One on count. He won the curve off the ground ball. 7 inning stretch time here at the Herbert H. Huntry Metronome in downtown Minneapolis. The score is 0-0. Holy cow, we're in the bat third of the game, still no score. Good pitcher duel between Martin Perez and Chris Taylor goes all the way to the wall by the 343 sign, and that's the first extra base hit of the game for either team. An RBI or a double by Bader Jr. and here comes Mr. Casey with the tying run at center base, or the tying run, the go-ahead run at center base, nobody out. That's still a tapper as the runner at center will not go to third. 1 free ground out, runner at center, 1 out still. Here comes Benny J. Over to a line out and a ground out. Go ahead run at center base with 1 out. That's a base hit. And they're gonna hold the runner at third because they did not want to get thrown out by Betts. Which he could have been safe because the throw was found at the first base line. Well, catcher had to go across. Here comes Saint Fighter. Runners in the corners, 1 away. The runner at third represents the go-ahead run. Runners at the corners, 1 out. That's a ground. Bennett through, base hit, and the Twins have taken the lead. And he is safe at first as he drops the ball. And the Twins score first in game 5, 1-0. Here in the bottom of the 7th. What a huge run! What a huge run! RBS in on the right field by Saint Fighter. And now at the top of the order. Or not, I believe it's Audie Pullman now. Was he gonna be out? Would have been close if he got the ball. Here comes Audie Pullman, then the top of the order follow. 1 on count. That's a ground ball. That ball is through! Base hit! They're gonna hold the runner at third again, and that throw is way up the first base line. Would have been safe, but they held him. Here comes Luke 0 for 3 in the game. Bases are loaded and 1 away. They're starting to warm up. Steve Check and the Red Sox bullpen on the right field line. Here we go. 1 on count. That's it. That could be 2. Jerko botched it. He left it on the first, and everybody's safe. 2-0 Twins. RBI, infield single, or that's an infield single, right? Yeah, RBI infield single by Luke, and it's 2-0. And now it's a 3-1 hitters count to Matthew, and 47 balls, 58 strikes, 85 total pitches for Sale, for Sale. Here we go. This is a huge pitch right now. 3 on count. That's an that could be 2. It's on a tough turn. Pedroia, Bogart, Jerko safe. Fielder's choice in the RBI for Matthew, and it's 3-0 Twins. Here comes Jack Thornton. So Fielder's choice in the RBI for Matthew, and it's 3-0 Twins. That was Pedroia, Bodarts, Jerko, but Matthew beat the throw to first by a step. 2-1 count. That's a foul ball. 2-1, or 2-2. 2-2. Anyway, 2-2 count. That's a round shin unit. Pedroia throws it to Bodarts for the fourth, and then it's over. The Twins finally score some runs. We're through 7 in Game 5. The score is 3-0 Twins. Now the Red Sox are down their final 6 outs, down by 3. Bruno hitters count to Devers. That's a ground ball. That should have been ball fourth. Throw to first. Got it. One down. Here's the starting comparison. 7 innings for both starters. 3 runs, 3 runs, 3 runs, 11 hits, no loss, no strikeout for Sale. 7 innings, no runs, 5 hits, no loss, no strikeout for Perez. Here comes Pedroia. 65th pitch coming from Perez. It's a ground ball off the glove of Perez. 2 down. And that was the 65th pitch coming from Perez. Here comes Sandy Leon. And they now have 4 more outs to work with. That's a ground ball. There you go, 1 base runner. But he could be out at first. And he saved barely at first. And Matthew is over a 9-3. Here comes Jackie Bradley Jr. That's a ground ball. That ball is past the diving Jack Thornton, and now 2-out singles by Leon, the number 8 batter, and then Jackie Bradley Jr., the number 9 batter. Here comes Bodarts to tie and run. There's something wrong with the closer, Mom, in the Twins bullpen on the off-field line. He's no wins, no loss, 2 saves, no ERA, no average. His left-handed batter, no average with his right-handed batters. So here we go. And she has a 14 fastball, changeup, curveball, knuckleball, and a 2-seam fastball. So here we go. 2-1 count to Bodarts. That's a fly ball. That ball is rocked. Going back is Matthew, and he makes the catch. Right to Gazelle. Catch by Matthew in right center field against the wall. What a play! As he makes a right to Gazelle catch in right center field against, and then he right in front of the wall. And it'll make the score remain 3-0 Twins. Ooh. Bodarts. That was gonna be a home run. It was a baddie, but if it was 5 feet higher, it could have been maybe a 2-run double or a 2-run triple. 2-2 count. That's a ground ball. Throw to first. 1 down. Here comes David Jr. 2 for a double single and scored 1 of the 3 runs for the Twins. I believe the first run for the Twins last inning. 98 pitch coming from Sale. It's a ground ball. That ball is foul. 99 pitch coming from Sale. 2-2 count. That's a fly ball. Energy of Sale's in the yellow. And it's caught by Bantende, 2 down. And Sale's they're 7 2/3. And then Mr. Casey, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. 101st pitch coming from Sale. That's a drum off the middle, base hit. Mr. Casey 3 or 4 with 3 singles, and I'll do the hook right now. Sale's going to not keep it at 3. 1-2 count. That's a ground ball. That ball is foul. 104th pitch coming from Sale. That's another foul ball. And we got 1-2 count. And that is low. Two count. That's another fly ball. That was pretty good. 108th pitch coming from Sale, and 8th pitch of that bat. That's another foul ball. The battle between Sale and Vinny J. 2-2 count. That's another foul ball. And this is the 110th pitch down in the sale. This is a down. That's a double base hit. He's going for the 9th red bet, but Jerko's not covering. And they're gonna pull him, so he went through 7 2/3, 5th appearance in the postseason, 4 1/3 innings, no ERA, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, no averages as right-handed batters, and 2.22 averages as left-handed batters. Here we go, center, slider, at 14 fastball, and snake biter. On down, that's a draw in the inning. And the draft throws to the Bodart center base for the 4th inning is over. The Red Sox need 3 runs to tie 4 to in the top of the 9th. And the score is the Twins 3 and the Red Sox 0. Here we go. Energy of Perez is in the yellow, and they're up Brennan. Mom, 3rd appearance in the postseason, 2 appearances in the postseason, 2 for 2 on saves, 2 innings pitched, no ERA, 3 strikeouts, no loss, no average right-handed batters, and no average left-handed batters. Here we go. Change-up, 14 fastball, change-up, curveball, knuckleball, and a 16 fastball. Here's Benintendi, over 3 in the game. That's a fly ball. Going bad is Star Forcer, and he makes the catch. 1 down. 2, 3, 4 due up for the Red Sox in the top of the 9th. Here's Martin Perez, 8 innings, 7 hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts to 75 pitches. So here's Martinez, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. 1-2 count. That's a liner foul. Here we go, 1-2 count to J.D. Martinez, the Red Sox DH. There's the knuckleball, and he fouls it back. I kind of did a hang though. It just, it just floats up there. One player to tee off of that. That's a ground ball. Fielded by Luke, the right center. Throw to first, 2 down. And the Twins are 1 out away from winning the AL pennant. Or the Twins are 1 out away from winning the American League pennant. American Movie bets. Twins 1 out away from winning the American League pennant for the 2nd straight year. Here we go, 1 more count. There's a line caught by Luke, and the Twins have won the pennant for the 2nd straight year. Most of the fans because of how high the seats are at the Metrodome. Congratulations to the American League champion Minnesota Twins, and the Twins move on to the World Series for the 2nd straight year, and they'll play the Red Sox, or they'll play the St. Louis Cardinals or Cincinnati Reds in the 2020 World Series. Martin Perez, number 33, a starting pitcher for the Twins in this game, as their top player of the game here in Game 5. He went 7 or 8 innings. And then wound up saves. She's 3 for 3. And on 3 for 3 on saves and 3 appearances, 3 innings pitched, and I think I'm not sure how many if she's gonna have a hit or not, but she hasn't. No, she hasn't because she has no averages left-handed batters and no averages right-handed batters. The Red Sox, well, they had the best record in the American League and the whole majors. Twins are the second best record in the American League and the whole majors. Red Sox at 115 wins, Twins 114 wins, but 8 innings, 7 hits, no runs, no. Yeah. That's really it. I'll show you the stats. You'll see the stats in a second. For Vinny J, that's why I plan to support this game. This has been the American League Championship Series. There's, yeah. You can see, Mom with the gloves on, Dad right number 11, Luke number 32 right there. Yeah, Mom's 17. I was wondering what her number was. I don't know why I gave her 17. I just gave her 17, I guess. I don't know. Look at that. Game 1, that shot up by nothing, and Bodarts, the lady does a catch by Matthew in right center field, just in front, about a step in front of the wall. Basically, yeah, in the 8th inning, when Bodarts, if it was 5 feet higher, it probably would have been a 2-run double or a 2-run triple. And if it was, I would say, like, 20 feet higher, or 25, it would have been a home run. It'd have to get over the baddie, which is, I'm not sure how tall that is. It's probably like 40 feet or 35 feet, I don't know, 20 feet, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, 7 2/3 innings, but, I mean, it's better than RBI. Red Sox, I mean, Nappy had a like it as a catch in right center field, just in front of the wall. Yeah, I mean, Nappy had a like it as a catch just in front of the wall in right center field, just basically right by the right by the wall in right center field, right. Basically, there's just that little wall and the baddie. Basically, he was basically under or by the wall, which is he was by the wall, which was under the San Diego studio baddie, the one that's white this year. Last year it wasn't, but they have a new logo this year, I think. And if it was it's white because if you put if it's a black baddie with that logo, you can't really see it. That's why it's white. Because last year it's a different logo and it was black. This year it's white because if you put the white baddie with the San Diego studio logo on it, because if you put a black baddie there, you can't really see it. Well, you can't really prove that, but why would they put a white one on the other, like 3 or 2 or black? I think there's 2, at least 2 more. I'm not sure if it's 3 or not, but not bad. That's episode Friday at the latest. Because you never know if I can do 2 videos in a day or something. It might be before that. If I do 2, it's probably like Monday. I'm thinking it's like All-Star and Minnesota Twins March to October franchise, not the Minnesota Twins franchise, which you're watching right now. But yeah, I kind of, if I was a little, I kept saying I didn't really say the wrong things, but I didn't say the wrong things. I didn't say really the wrong things. The Red Sox no run, the 7th no errors, Twins 3 run, the 13th 1 error. Presidents the winning moves the 1 on the postseason. Chris Sale, it's the loss. Well, the 2-1 on the postseason. It's a save, or 3rd of the postseason. And the Jamie's a he. You can't put a she. I don't know if it's she. It's supposed to be a she, but you can't make. I just had the long hair because you can't make a she in this game. You can in NHL though. But you can't do it in any other game, or at least any of the you can't do it in NBA. Really any of the sports games besides hockey, NHL. Yeah. Okay, that's how much close the no board gets episode the like button. Subscribe if you have yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know, I'm going to see an episode number 20 of this Minnesota Twins custom franchise series. See you in episode number 20, which will be Game 1 of the 2020 World Series against the Cincinnati Reds or the St. Louis Cardinals. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Eat a lot of bacon, and go Twins.